Present the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind on this rainy, cold day. I'm your host, Russ Rhodes. Open Conversation is on the schedule here today. Give me a buzz on the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593. A couple things on my list here. Let's see here. Well, the Fed, they're meeting today where it's expected that they'll drop the interest rate again. We don't know that for sure. And if they do, how much? So if information comes in while we're on the air, I'll pass that on to you. A federal judge has ordered that the sealed transcripts from the federal grand jury that indicted Jeffrey Epstein back in 2019 for sex trafficking, judges ordered that to be made public. So some more information to go through. Basically, it's going to show what evidence was presented and why the grand jury decided to indict. All righty, here's one, a really big one that we can talk about today. So we're heading down to Australia with this one. A law that they passed, I think it was last year, went into effect today that, prohibits children under the age of 16 from holding an account on several social media platforms. It's the social media law is what it's being referred to. So it'll be illegal for your 14-year-old child or grandchild to have a Facebook account in their name or Instagram. Kik is another social media that this refers to. Reddit, Snapchat, Threads, TikTok, Twitch, X, and YouTube. I've heard of most of them. There's a few I haven't. But yeah, it's going to be illegal for children to have these apps on their devices, on their phones, on their laptops, or whatever devices, electronic devices they have. It's not to say, I guess, that they can't go on Facebook on their parents' account, but one would assume or hopeful, there's always going to be holes in every single law. But we have lawmakers in this country on both sides of the aisle that are talking about that as well. So, and one of the arguments is social media is just, it's unhealthy for our children. Studies indicate that kids are on it 4-5 hours a day. Girls more than boys, as a matter of fact. Studies have to do with bullying. It takes place on social media, so it gets rid of that. Kids just getting addicted to it. That no more social life. They isolate from any friends. They're not out there. Possibly leads to thoughts of suicide and actually following through on that. There's a number of lawsuits out there right now of parents suing social media platforms for the suicide death of their children. So there is this whole reasoning, this whole argument as to why this is a good thing. And I'm not necessarily disagreeing with that. And Australia can do what Australia can do. They don't have a constitution like the United States does. So here it is. We have, again, as I mentioned, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle. Senator Durbin from Illinois for one, and Senator Graham from South Carolina is another one. They're both say, you know what, we really need to rein in social media concerning our children. So there's that pesky little thing called the First Amendment. How does that all work out on that? Now, I know there will be other arguments. Well, we don't let kids drink until they're 21. We don't let them drive a car until age of 16. Other states, maybe it's later, but Pennsylvania, it's 16. We do prohibit our children from doing certain things. But last I saw, there's nothing in the Constitution that gives me the right to drive a car. There's nothing in the Constitution that gives children the right to drink alcohol. However, this is a form of censorship. So how do you weigh that? How do you weigh the rights of children against their health? I guess is what it boils down to. So I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this whole topic? 724-438-4593. Also, let's see here. The county sent out a press release saying that they have, signed a contract with a company to basically lead them through what they're calling a comprehensive countywide visioning process that will be used to identify and to guide long-term growth and investment in Fayette County. And I'm trying to see the name of the company here. I know it's here. I've missed it someplace. Fourth Economy is the name of the company. The county says that they're a nationally recognized economic development consulting firm known for its work in rural community revitalization, workforce intelligence, strategic planning, and economic competitiveness. Okay, I don't have a problem doing this. I really don't. I look forward to hearing what this initiative brings to the table. What areas, what can be done that's not already being done. What I have a problem with, though, is, the commissioners say this $50,000 is not coming from our taxpayer base. It's from outside sources. It's not costing us anything. Stop telling us that. It is. It might not be it might not come directly from my Fayette County taxes, but it's coming from my state taxes. It's coming from my federal taxes that I pay. So stop telling me that it's not costing the taxpayers anything. Stop it. This is something that all politicians do. If it's a grant, it's coming from someplace. It's just now that's not to take away, say, the Eberly Foundation, okay? That's not government based. That's privately funded. And so, you can make the argument that is not coming from taxes. That's private money. Do what you want, give it to who you want. But if you're getting a grant from the state, if you're getting a grant from the federal government, it's my tax money. Stop telling me it's not. So I hope this comprehensive visioning process works. And I'm not naive enough to think that this will happen overnight or that the findings will take effect overnight. But at least maybe there will be some kind of blueprint that the commissioners will actually choose to follow and stay on top of. Whether they personally like the blueprint or not shouldn't be questioned. If they're going to do this, if they're going to spend $50,000 of our tax money to hire this firm, then follow what they suggest. You know, our commissioners tell us that they want to see Fayette County move forward. They want to see Fayette County progress. Well, this company supposedly specializes in that. So if they're specializing in it, follow what they come through with. Follow their blueprint. So, again, I hope this works. I really do. How soon we see the benefits of it, I don't know. I don't know how long this process is going to take. I don't know if it's a 1 month process, 2 months, 6 months, if it's a year. I don't know. So I do know the county already does some of this on their own. They put together every year, and I forget what they title it, but it's a vision that they have. What projects are they working on? And this is the county's own blueprint that they then send to legislative leaders in Harrisburg, in the governor's mansion. They send it to our representatives in Congress. Say, this is what we're working on. We want your help to bring this fruition. We want your help in helping us get, grants, bring some of our tax money back here. So that's that's the commissioner's vision. Let's see how this new one melds or joins, or where there's common goals, common visions. Let's see what happens. So again, I'm for it. Go for it. Okay. It's always good to have outside eyes looking at things. It's just a matter of now, will the commissioners pay attention to that and follow the blueprint, the suggestions that this company, Fourth Economy, comes out with? So we'll see. Finally, we've heard about private airplanes making emergency landings. We've heard about that on highways, on roads, on, farmland, whatever. So apparently yesterday, down in Merritt Island, Florida, a Beechcraft 55 airplane experienced engine trouble. So the pilot, looking around for where he might be able to land, spies Interstate 95 down there in Merritt Island, Florida, and goes in for a landing. So I'm not a pilot. I've never been in a small plane such as that. So I don't know how much space you need, how much control you have in an emergency situation like that. But apparently upon, almost landing, he lands on the top of a Toyota Camry. I don't know, bounced off or something, but anyway, ended up landing. The two people inside the plane, they're okay. The 57-year-old woman that was driving the Toyota Camry, she was taken to the hospital for some minor injuries, but is expected to be okay. So, I can't even begin to imagine what that would be like. You're driving along, and all of a sudden there's this big thunk on your car, and it's an airplane landing on it. I just can't imagine what my response would be to something like that. So, I guess where I'm coming from on this, what unexpected accident, I guess, have you been involved in one where you had, out of the blue, through no fault of your own, you are involved in some kind of accident? It doesn't necessarily have to be in the car. Maybe you're just walking along or I don't know, doing something in your, whatever, some kind of unforeseen accident that happens. And looking back on it now, do you find it to be a little humorous? So I don't know. I don't know if this falls into that category or not. I, like many of you, have hit a deer while driving. In this particular instance, I can honestly say the deer hit me. I was on Interstate 279 and 4-lane highway with a big open expanse in between the north and southbound lanes. Sure enough, here was this deer on the berm of the southbound side, came roaring across and just made a beeline for my car and hit me right in the driver's door. As much as I tried to evade and miss, that deer had me in its sights. So I don't know if that really falls into this completely unexpected, but what have you had to deal with? So 724-438-4593. That is the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Both lines are open, so no waiting. Well, for the first caller. Anyway, hey, what's on your mind this hour is being brought to you by Tireman's Auto Garage, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Hicks and Baugh's Drugstore, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Gary's Auto Sales, Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, and these fine folks.
Take the Fact Bus.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Route 21 Furniture. Take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight. Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture. Take the road to your perfect home.
Well, much cooler temperatures are here, but you could still enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customer guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 for a no-cost or obligation home consultation. Or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
This holiday season, your friends at Ford of Uniontown wish you safe travels and good health as you gather with family to celebrate. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all our friends and family from your friends and family at Ford of Uniontown.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm your host, Russ Rhodes. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Lots of time on the clock here to give me a call for lots of conversations. So looking forward to chatting with you. Dial up those 10 numbers and we'll start a conversation. So two separate articles of impeachment have been introduced into the House of Representatives down in Washington. One is against Health and Human Services Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr., basically saying he's turned his back on science and so he's not doing his job. The other one is against War Secretary Pete Hegseth, saying he's using the military to do police work and to go after civilians. So, they're not going to go anyplace. So, but what's your thought on those two issues? Again, 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yes, Mark.
Yeah, I'm just, since nobody's calling, I thought I'd just call in.
All righty.
See, we got what, new visionaries now in Fayette County?
Apparently, yes.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Well, evidently the visionaries haven't been doing too well. Well, if you gauge it population-wise, Fayette County has been in decline since 1940. That was the height of our population.
Uh-huh.
So, me being a lifetime resident, I can also say the county's been in decline.
Okay.
You know, we you know, there's we've tried everything and nothing's worked. And the second thing is I want to say is one of the reasons is the entire state of Pennsylvania, the population is declining. If you take a look at it, one of the big reasons is that we are not attracting any business because our state corporate tax is a red flag to any company want to come here.
And I will add to that regulations.
Right. That's why you know, we're not attracting anything. So unless the things also change a bit on a state level, whatever plan they came up with, ain't going to do us any good. That's the way I look at it.
So you think this is good money chasing after bad money is what it boils down to at this point in time?
We're just dog chasing its tail again. That's about it. Dog chasing its tail.
So
it had.
Mark? So you're a lifelong resident. What do you see that needs to change? I'm going to guess lowering the corporate tax and easing up on some of these regulations, especially when it comes to environmental regulations.
Yeah, I honestly really don't know, Russ. I mean, maybe we have to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps, maybe a little bit. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. You know, because we keep looking for the government to do something. Well, we've been looking for 80 years now, and nothing's happened.
Right.
You know, so maybe our own bootstraps is what I'm saying. But we have to look within ourselves.
Well, I was just going to say, do we ourselves need to get out of the way? And what I mean by that is, and this is just a small little microcosm of what I mean by that. You know, the people that were against the Dollar General going in next to Ben Franklin High School. You know, that's part of it. So it's tax-based coming in.
A certain old-fashioned mindset is what you're saying.
Yeah, we've had, from what I understand, a company wanting to come in the southern part of the county, and you know, going to buy up I don't know how many acres and wanting to build a big complex down there. And citizens up in arms. Well, we can't have that. It'll take away from our beautiful
scenery. About the solar panels and whatnot.
No, this wasn't solar panels. This I hesitate saying a data company. But I think it was on that lines. I don't know if that project is still a possibility. I don't know. But again, it was one of those things where you know, local residents like, no, we don't want that. No, it'll ruin our, our scenery and our beautiful countryside and everything. And so you hear that a lot. And so do we need to get over that feeling? Do we need to say, okay, but if we want to move forward, if we want to grow population, here's one of the things we have to do.
Yeah, I guess you're right there.
So do we need to get past ourselves on that?
Yes, I think so. A lot of old-fashioned thinking.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. You don't want to lose the open land and the open expanses and everything. But I'll come back and argue. Okay, we've got Forbes State Forest up the mountain. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking out my window. Well, if it wasn't so overcast, I could look out the window and see it. There's Ohio Pile, and there's so much open space and greenery in this county that can't be touched. That you can go and play and have a good time and everything. But I want my own little type of thing. Yeah. So I don't know how you overcome that.
Yeah. Okay. The airplane on the down on that. I always think they said that both engines quit.
Okay.
You get a feeling maybe that plane ran out of gas.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe the gas was a little impure and the filters clogged. I don't know.
I mean, I just kind of. I mean, I can understand, man. One engine quitting, but both. I'm just, it just sounds a little strange to me.
Yes. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if we find out what the actual cause of that was. I know of a guy. He was, and maybe the pilot and the passengers were so engrossed in conversation that they forgot what was going on and didn't pay attention.
Well, you know what they said? It was, I guess they said it was a training flight too, or something like that.
Okay.
Was it?
it?
That's what I heard.
Okay. So I know of a guy that I don't know if it was a training flight or what the deal was. But they were so involved in conversation as they were going in to land at the airport, the pilot forgot to put down the landing gear and did a belly landing. So, So hey, you can't get distracted. So maybe it was a simple case of distraction, and you know,
they forgot to look at a gas gauge. I'm
exactly.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
okay, Russ.
Yeah, but can you imagine being that woman? You're just driving along, minding your own business, and all of a sudden there's an airplane on the roof of your car.
Oh, that's like hitting tonight's lottery. That's got to be bigger than hitting tonight's lottery. I can't believe it.
Yeah. I know. We're closing in on $1 billion on that thing, by the way.
Yeah. I got mine. I bought my one ticket because you got to have one to win, Russ.
That's true. And buying 100 does not change your odds.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I mean the odd. I mean it's a ticket. Each ticket has the same odds to it. So I don't know. Maybe as a whole you increase your odds a bit, but the ticket itself, the odds don't change. Yeah. So, but hey, somebody's got to win it. Why not me, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Russ. That's all I got for today.
Hey, Mark. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
724-438-4593. Both lines are now open. Give me a buzz. Looking forward to chatting with you. So the Pirates, you know, last week or so I mentioned how the Pirates have said they're going to dip into the free agent market, and they're going to spend some money this year. Well, they haven't spent anything, but apparently they have offered one of the star hitters of the Philadelphia Phillies, Kyle Schwarber, I think is his name, close to that anyway, about $110 million contract based over 4 years, I think. So, well, maybe the Pirates are being truthful. Of course, they haven't signed anything. And there's no guarantee that this player from Philadelphia, he's going to sign with the Pirates. He might get, $120 million offer elsewhere. So we'll see what happens there. So that little piece of news that they have made a sizable contract offer to a power that I understand they would use him strictly as a designated hitter. So bringing some power to the plate for the Pirates. Does that give you a little glimmer of hope that maybe they're changing their ways? Well, I'll wait and see. I mean, is this just a one-off? Or is there more players that they're going to offer contracts to? I don't. Is it? You know what I'd like to do is I'd like to see several contracts being offered at once. That might spark a little interest there, but then again, it might be if you'd go that route. Well, the first one that says yes. They win, we pull the offer for everybody else in. I don't know. That could take place as well. But is there a little glimmer of hope? So I will tell you this. We're about 2 months away from the start of spring training for the 2026 Major League Baseball season. Just saying. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. 724-438-4593. Let's see here. We've got some basketball coming on up tonight. So Uniontown travels to Brownsville, and you're going to be able to hear that game right here on WMBS, also on our Facebook Live as well. So the Sprawls Insurance pregame starts at 6:10 with tip-off at 7. That's tonight, some high school basketball. So hope you keep your dial tuned in to 590 AM or, 101.1 FM. And maybe watch the game on Facebook as well. So you got that going. Steelers play Monday night. They host the Miami Dolphins. So that could be a fun time. We'll see what happens there as well. The Dolphins, they're getting better. They're not going to be a pushover. So, it's a game. It's one of those games where the Steelers should win, but so often they don't win. So we'll see if they go up to a record of 8-6 or fall back to 7-7. That's going to be Monday night. So, all righty. Hey, you know what? It's that time, though. I got to take another quick break. So when we come back, you and I together, we're going to close out hour 1 of What's on Your Mind with some more phone calls at 724-438-4593.
This holiday season, the Paul G. Fink Funeral Home of Connellsville wishes you and your loved ones a Merry Christmas and a blessed and healthy New Year. Sincerely from Bethany, Dennis, and staff of the Paul G. Fink Funeral Home, serving our community with dignity and respect since 1957.
Have you been told there is nothing that can be done for your neuropathy? Tri-State Neuropathy Centers is pleased to tell you that's not true. As one of the largest and most successful neuropathy treatment practices in the country, Tri-State Neuropathy Centers has grown to 9 regional centers and helped over 14,000 patients, like John from Morgantown. John had such extreme numbness and pain that he was having difficulty feeling his car pedals. Then John discovered Tri-State Neuropathy Centers and their effective FDA-approved treatment program that has no drugs, is non-invasive and painless. John's great results have given his freedom back, and he's doing the things he wants, like simply driving or cutting the grass. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers help John, along with thousands of others. Let them help you next. Call 304-777-2068. That's 304-777-2068. Tri-State Neuropathy Centers, the leader in treating peripheral neuropathy.
Season's greetings from your friends at Economy Furnace Company. Along with our wishes for a blessed Christmas season, we also offer our customers a preferred service plan, providing complete peace of mind with repair and maintenance coverage for one affordable monthly fee. No additional costs or surprise charges. Economy Furnace's preferred service plan ensures systems run efficiently year-round while protecting against unexpected repair expenses. Economy Furnace Company customers can enjoy easy financing options for up to 15 years with low monthly payments designed to fit any budget. Qualified buyers enjoy 0% interest, making it easier than ever to upgrade or replace equipment without financial strain. No hidden fees, no upfront costs, and fast approval. Economy Furnace Company partners with Amana, making comfort and reliability accessible to everyone. The preferred service plan and flexible financing options combine convenience, affordability, and trusted service. Call Economy Furnace, 724-438-4575. Merry Christmas!
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
For the best lunch spot in town, visit Titlow Tavern and Grill on West Main Street in Uniontown. Serving up lunch including daily specials and daily dinner specials, including Wednesday pasta and parm nights with chicken parm for $15 and veal parm for $19. And half-priced apps and $1 off drinks during happy hour Tuesday through Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. and Saturday from 9 to 10. Titlows is also booking private parties. Call them today, 724-437-6749, or order online.
Ready to make this your merriest Christmas yet? Then don't miss Live Casino's Holiday Dream Ride Drawing. Earn entries daily starting December 1st and join the celebration on December 25th. You could unwrap a share of over $53,000 in Holly Jolly prizes or hit the road in a 2025 Lincoln Corsair.
Merry Christmas!
Ditch the reindeer and win your dream ride at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host here. Have an open conversation. Give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Okay, a quick little correction here and an update. So both. Okay, the Uniontown of Brownsville game. Yeah, we're going to be here on the radio, but video will be on our YouTube channel, not Facebook, as I said earlier. It'll be on our YouTube channel. You catch it there. And then Kyle Schwarber signed with the Phillies yesterday to the tune of $150 million. So the Phillies upped the ante a little bit, and Schwarber stayed where he was. So it'll be interesting to see now where the Pirates go from here in the free agent market. Or do they do anything at all? Well, we tried. Just didn't work out. Maybe next year. So that little glimmer kind of went away. We'll see what happens. 724-438-4593. That is the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Both lines are open. And we've got 3 minutes to go in today's show, our first hour, I should say. So plenty of time for you to give me a buzz and have a chat that you and I can use to close out hour one here. So, again, I'm going to come back to the impeachments. HHS Secretary Kennedy, somebody on the Democrat rep from Michigan wants to impeach him, saying that, basically he turned his back on science. So there's that. And then the article of impeachment against War Secretary Pete Hegseth, having to do with using the military to take out drug boats in the Caribbean or Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America, however you want to refer to it. I guess there's the other pronunciation, Caribbean or Caribbean. So we got 4 possibilities of how you want to call it. What's your thoughts? Again, it's not going to go anyplace. If they vote on it at all, it's going to go down, and it just may die because, Speaker Johnson won't let it come to the floor. It's just going to die. So it's a fruitless attempt. They just want to get their names in the news. But do you agree with the attempt anyway? What are your thoughts of the attempt? The reasoning, I guess, is what I should say. Do you stand with that reasoning that is being used in these 2 articles of impeachment that have been presented? So let me know on that. I know there's some military people out there. Pete, you're one of them. I'm sure doesn't like the fact that the military is being used to take out civilians. Of course, the administration looks upon them as terrorists. So we can chat about that. We can debate about that. So, give me a buzz. love to hear from you. What else is on the agenda that we can talk about? So, it is raining right now. Out west, there's a storm brewing that may be heading this way. The rain that we're getting now up north is snow. So I don't know whether this is going to come down south and we have snow in our own forecast, or is this second storm that's working its way east? Does that affect us? So there is that possibility going on. Other news, well, we're going to just have to wait until next hour because I see here by the clock that CBS is just about upon us with their news from around the world, then TJ with the local news, sports, and weather. This is WMBS Uniontown at the Tone. It's 2 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Travelers to the U.S. may soon have to provide more information, including 5 years of their social media history. That could include people from countries like Britain and France. Linda Kenyon has more.
The proposal, which is open for a 60-day comment period, is part of President Trump's effort to screen out visitors he says may pose a threat to national security or public safety. The program would apply to citizens of 42 countries who presently do not need a visa to travel to the United States and can stay up to 90 days for tourism or business travel. The proposal would also apply to people who are already in the U.S. and applying for asylum, green cards, or American citizenship. Critics of the changes say it could harm the tourism industry, especially before the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, Washington.
Another judge is allowing the Justice Department to make public more secret grand jury transcripts in the Jeffrey Epstein case. CBS's Scott McFarland reports.
Federal judge has ordered that the 2019 Jeffrey Epstein prosecution grand jury materials, investigative materials, be unsealed. It is rare for a judge to unseal grand jury materials, but under this new law passed by Congress, signed by the president, requiring the release of the full Epstein files, there have been not one, not two, but three federal judges who've ordered the release of Epstein case files in their jurisdiction.
A federal judge said today the Trump administration must end its deployment of California National Guard troops in Los Angeles. The order, which is stayed until Monday, requires control of the troops be returned to Governor Newsom. CBS's Tom Hansen is following.
We are seeing a tweet that is coming in on X from Governor Gavin Newsom himself. He says Donald Trump diverted these brave men and women from their vital public safety operations and deployed them against the very communities they took an oath to serve.
The judge said the federal government illegally kept troops in the city long after the protests against immigration raids. The Federal Reserve is announcing its decision on interest rates at this hour. Kelly O'Grady on what's behind their decision.
It's about the go forward piece because you have rising unemployment and weakness in the labor market, as well as inflation that's not runaway, but it is ticking up. So I think you're going to see a much more cautious tone from Fed Chair Powell. Of course, he'll be pressed on what we can expect for 2026 when it comes to interest rates. I bet you hear him say we're going to have to wait and see.
The Federal Reserve has just announced it's voted to hold rates steady. The Pacific Northwest is bracing for another round of heavy rain. 12 inches has fallen over 2 days in parts of Washington and more than 10 inches in some areas of Oregon. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's a day that ends in Y, so it's a day that you might decide you don't want to cook. That means it's the perfect day to order Fat Angelo's. Offering delicious pizzas, salads, hoagies, strombolis and calzones, wings, and more. And with 12 locations across the area ready to serve you, today is the day to visit FatAngelosPizza.com, where you can quickly and conveniently find your local shop and place your order online. Or get the local phone number and give them a call. Order up!
Ready to score big on your next home? Well, great news. Huge savings are waiting for you at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. From open floor plans perfect for game day parties to energy-efficient homes that will help you save money all season long, these homes are built to deliver. Don't wait on the sideline. Homes. Make the winning play today and find the home that fits your family and lifestyle. Visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon at 4500 Route 51.
And a correction on the Fed story. The Federal Reserve has cut a key interest rate, but it signaled a higher bar for future reductions. More people are fundraising to pay their bills this year, as Jesse Mitchell reports.
GoFundMe's analysis of 2025 found an uptick in appeals for help with basic necessities. According to the online crowdfunding platform, words like work, home, food, and bill were among the top keywords associated with campaigns this year, while monthly bills was the second fastest growing category. GoFundMe also says it received the most donations on January 10th, raising more than $8 million for the communities impacted by the Los Angeles County wildfires. Donation campaigns also rose during the recent government shutdown.
A Bulgarian court has rejected Lebanon's request to extradite the owner of a cargo ship that was at the center of the massive Beirut port explosion in 2020. I'm Cammie McCormick, CBS News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant Dieter. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
And good afternoon. It's 2:05. We have rain and 40 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Injured call today for your free consultation, 724-437-2799. Your local station, 590 AM, 101.1 FM, WMBS. I'm TJ DeStefano. We'll have sports and weather in just a bit. Starting on January 1st of 2026, the city of Uniontown is launching a new online portal offering business owners and residents a streamlined way to manage their licensing or permit needs. The website provides the convenience of applying for licenses and permits, submitting change requests, and paying fees online. This secure platform is available as an additional payment option to checks, simplifying the overall process for businesses and the community. The site is uniontown_lic.portal.iworq.net. Leaders in Peters Township, Washington County, are planning to find a new ambulance service. Officials are not renewing a deal with Peters Township EMS, a VFW-operated ambulance provider that has served the community for over 60 years. The Veterans Organization requested additional support to continue running the service due to higher operating costs. Officials with the VFW say they fully respect the decision made by the Township Council. The State Senate Education Committee voted unanimously on Tuesday to advance a bill to make all schools phone-free in Pennsylvania. The bill now goes to the full state Senate for a vote. If it becomes law, it would require schools to adopt their own policies prohibiting cell phone use during the whole school day. There are exceptions for medical and other special needs. 2/3 of states have laws restricting cell phone use in schools, and 20 states are phone-free for the entire school day. President Trump is not ruling out sending troops to Venezuela. Mark Mayfield has this story.
Asked about the possibility in an interview with Politico, Trump said, "I don't comment on that." He added, "I wouldn't say that one way or the other." Trump also said Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's days are numbered. Tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela have escalated since the Trump administration began conducting military strikes on alleged drug boats in the Caribbean. Trump told Politico he would consider taking similar action on Mexico and Colombia to reduce fentanyl trafficking. I'm Mark Mayfield.
WMBS time is 2:08. We'll check sports and weather after this.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
Be prepared for bone-chilling winter weather. Have Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning install a Bryant high-efficiency furnace in your home to replace that old worn-out system you now have. Choose Bryant's Plus 90 gas furnace or other quality heating system to keep yourself and your family warm and toasty this winter. Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning will also keep your present furnace running at peak efficiency with their 15-point safety check and cleaning. Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning today for your appointment. 724-439-2323. That's Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
In sports, tonight to see Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS. Uniontown, they'll travel to Brownsville. Our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame will be at 6:10. Tip-off at 7 o'clock. That is radio and video coverage. Video will be on the WMBS YouTube page. The Penguins, they are 14-7-7. They will host the Montreal Canadiens tomorrow night at PPG Paints Arena. We'll have that game on WMBS. The pregame will be at 6 with face-off at 7. Also tomorrow, week number 15 in the NFL gets underway. Thursday night football, the Atlanta Falcons, they will visit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kickoff at 8:15 tomorrow night. We'll have rain and the snow will start to mix in here. Temperature right around 40 for this afternoon. Snow showers tonight. Low will be 25. Cloudy tomorrow. Some snow showers in the afternoon. The high will be 29. Snow showers and flurries around on Friday, 31. Right now, rain and 38 outside the Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. It is 2:10 on this Wednesday. I'm TJ DeStefano. Up next, it's hour 2 of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes on WMBS.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
Unwrap faster internet this holiday season with Armstrong. Give yourself the gift of whole home internet with enhanced Wi-Fi, powered by our advanced fiber network. Plus, with our self-installation kit, you can get up and running as soon as same day. Don't wait till the last minute. Visit ArmstrongOneWire.com and treat yourself to a gift that lasts all year. Internet you can count on, the people you trust. That's Armstrong.
The season isn't joyful for everyone. That's why St. Peter's Lutheran Church on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown invites you to a Blue Christmas service on Sunday, December 21st at 4 p.m. Often called the longest night, this quiet, prayerful service offers comfort for anyone facing illness, depression, grief, loneliness, or financial stress. Come find hope, healing, and the warmth of God and community. Join us Sunday, December 21st at 4 p.m. All are welcome.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
'Tis the season for Santa and his elves to begin packing up all those Christmas presents for delivery. At Chesler's Fine Furniture, they also offer delivery, and their elves are ready to pack up a sack full of great gifts for all those on your Christmas shopping list, offering fantastic selection and fantastic savings. Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $4.99. 5-piece all-wood dining sets, ideal for holiday entertaining, start at just $5.99. Chesler's offers sofa options perfect for your Christmas morning starting at just $4.99, and chairside tables starting at only $1.49. If you have someone with special needs on your holiday shopping list, lift recliners start at $7.99, and the incredible Joffrin transitional electric fireplace console Oak TV stand is just $3.99, creating the perfect fireside setting for your Christmas memories. Credit terms and layaway are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends this holiday season and every day throughout the year.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Your local station, WMVS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We're going to continue with the open conversation, 724-438-4593. We are brought to you by Bright Stripe Seal Coating and Line Striping, Gary's Auto Sales, Red Rooster Dumpster and Hauling, Hicks and Buzz Drugstore, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, Coldwell Banker at Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, and Tireman's Auto Garage. All righty. So, the Fed did meet today. They have dropped interest rates again. So the basic rates are 3.5% to 3.75%. They dropped 25 points to those figures. So good news on that, making money easier to come by. Judges ruled that the grand jury files on Jeffrey Epstein's 2019 indictment on federal sex trafficking cases be opened for public review. County has announced that it has signed a $50,000 contract with a company called Fourth Economy to help look at and develop a comprehensive countywide visioning plan to identify long-term growth and investments, long-term priorities, strengthening economic resilience. I'm not quite sure what that means. And to hopefully position the county to compete for future state and federal investments. So we'll see on that. As I mentioned before, hey, okay, good. If this works, if it gives the commissioners some direction that might actually work, I'm all for it. The $50,000, okay, if that's what it takes, but don't tell me, commissioners, that it's not coming from my tax dollars, because it is. Might not be coming from my Fayette County tax dollars. It's coming from my dollars nonetheless, whether it's through state taxes or federal taxes. It's coming from my taxes. So, I wish politicians in general would just stop saying that. The country of Australia has enacted a social media law aimed at the youth in their country, anybody under the age of 16. And you know what? I don't know if that's actually, when you turn 16, if on your 16th birthday, if you're now allowed to have it, or you got to wait till your 17th birthday. That's always been a question. Anyway, anybody under the age of 16 in Australia is prohibited, banned, against the law, to have a social media account on any of a number of platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, Kik, Reddit, Snapchat, Threads, TikTok, Twitch, X, and YouTube. Not allowed to have it on their own personal devices in their name. So, let's put it this way. I guess mom could put it on their phones, but you're not allowed to have that on your phone. So their own personal devices aren't allowed to have that on there, and they're not allowed to open an account in their name. So your thoughts on that? We do have politicians in this country that are talking about something very similar here. So 724-438-4593. That's the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line. Give me a buzz. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind. Hello.
Oh, there we go. I thought I pushed that button, but it didn't go all the way.
Well, you're pushing everybody's buttons, I think, today.
Could be, Franklin. How are you today?
Well, it's a glum, dreary day, but then it is the 10th of December and the sad anniversary of Otis Redding's plane crash.
Okay.
I won't go any further on that. You might play something beside Dock of the Bay to remember Otis by.
Yeah, I'm guessing now that he's wishing he was sitting on the dock of the bay instead of flying that day.
Well, it's a very strange song. It came out, he drowned. His plane crashed in a lake.
Uh-huh.
And, it's about this place where time just doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like foreseeing his death, which a lot of rock and rollers, their last records. Oh, Hank Williams' last record, I'll Never Get Out of This World Alive. Buddy Holly, It Doesn't Matter Anymore. There are a whole holy host of them. I've got to hang up my rock and roll shoes. Chuck Willis. Very strange.
Yeah.
Yes, I think maybe you jumped the gun. The common perceptions were that the Fed was going to lower rates. I think they voted to keep them steady today.
Nope. It just came across. They dropped it.
You're sure?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep. I misheard the news then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, that's what was
Fed
widely
policymakers
expected.
voted to lower the benchmark federal funds rate by 25 basis points to a new range of 3.5% to 3.75%.
Okay, well, very good.
Mm-hmm.
The economy needs it. Anyway, you were talking about grants, and I have to agree with you. Grants do have their place.
Sure.
For example, when the expansion happened 10 years ago or so at the Fayette County Airport, the federal government had $1 million grant. It was used to build hangars for corporate jets. Joe Hardy was good enough to pull $1 million out of his pocket and match it.
Mm-hmm.
And, that shows that the locals want what the government is offering and that there's a purpose there. They're just not taking the money to spend it. And that's real progress in the county. But, for example, yesterday when I heard Mayor Gerke, you were asking him about the police. And would it be possible, to change the situation with the police? He said, well, we need to get grants.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just symptomatic of Fayette County being on life support. We don't earn it ourselves. We don't have the capital. we can't figure out a way to improve our tax base, we'll just hope somebody gives us a handout, is what it amounts to. And that is so sad. It shows utter lack of vision. And when I say it's not like that in other counties, I'll give you a little example. 30-so years ago, when I was president of the County Historical Society, I got a call from the president of Westmoreland County Historical Society. And he said, guess what? Fayette County lost out tonight. I said, what happened? He said, well, with the Sony plant. I said, the Sony plant's been up there. That's decided a long time ago. He said, no. The commissioners in Westmoreland County voted to develop land for upscale housing. This is going to be for people employed at Sony. They will get the tax base. You know, they did the infrastructure for the Sony plant. They brought it in, and now they're laying down trunk lines and building roads for housing development. And this is where the tax money that supports government comes from. That's the vision other counties have. Now, you mentioned the Dollar General again. Here we have the last stable neighborhood in Fayette County, or in Uniontown, Craig Meadows. Upper middle class housing, beautiful neighborhood. And what goes there is a store that's emblematic of low income. How many people are going to be employed? Maybe a dozen. We've got them everywhere. We don't need them. And yet, the bullies are going to win. The citizens need to stand up. The decision is now in the hands of the Zoning Commission. And I'm going to read you a little bit of the transcript from September of 2025. I'm quoting Attorney Wendy O'Brien, who's the solicitor. She says, the City Council wanted to put it on their agenda. This is approval for the Dollar General. But they needed the Planning Commission to sign the subdivision plan that we have never seen and was never advertised. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. And she's, as I say, the attorney for the Planning Commission. So then she goes on. So we went back and forth with the attorneys representing Pentex. We were getting basically threatened, Dave and I. This is Dave Duzernik, who's the chairman of the committee. Dave and I, by the attorney for the developer. And this is a quote. She says, the attorney told them this has to be done right now. There are going to be consequences. And then Ms. O'Brien says it was not friendly. This is what's happening in Uniontown, folks. She concludes, she said, it was very clear that we did not have a hearing on this, but we did not necessarily need a hearing on it because the judge circumvented this board with an order. You see how the fix is on? When the mayor and his cronies on council say this is a done deal, okay? Those are my words. Wendy goes on to say, but we wanted everybody to be aware that what happened, because there is still a lot of controversy out there regarding this Dollar General. I get the impression our neighbors don't want this Dollar General to be built there. So it's not about progress. It's about the beginning of the end of the last stable tax base in the city. The people got to get hip to this, Russ. I don't know what the answer is, but maybe we need to start forming a group and not just leaving it in the hands of individuals. And I'm going to look into calling a group together in a meeting somewhere. This has to be stopped if you want to save that neighborhood. And you know what I've told you half a dozen times on the air? I grew up in this neighborhood, and the other side of the street, which is a desert now, where Yum Yums used to be.
Right.
Up to Kentucky Fried Chicken. That looked like a park 60 years ago. Mansions. You know, sort of like your end of town, right? All those mansions. When you see that, you see a stable tax base. You don't see porches falling off the fronts of houses, you know what I mean? Or trashed yards. You see a stable neighborhood, and this is what outside investors want to see. But you put a Dollar General on the main drag next to a schoolhouse, beginning of the end. I would like some of your callers who would be willing to serve on a ad hoc committee to stop this, to call in your show and voice their opinions.
Sure.
This is something we can do something about locally. And as I say, if not, the bullies are going to win.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, that seems to be the case more often than not. And not just Uniontown, Fayette County, but across the state and the country, too. So it's not like, this is a one-off that affects just Fayette County. It's every place, too.
Well, Dollar General is the harbinger for blight just about everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can go online and I mean, today on the news feed, there's a statewide lawsuit from the Attorney General. Dollar General was sued, and they have to pay $1 million fine over a bait and switch that they've been doing forever. They up the prices of things in their computer system, but they don't charge or change the prices on the shelves.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so you go to buy kitty litter, and it says, $7.50, and you get to the cash register, and it's $10. And unless you're watching every item, you don't know that.
You don't catch it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this was the basis of a national class action suit. Ohio's sued, Oklahoma has sued, any number of states have sued Dollar General. They don't care. That's built into their business plan. I think if they knew what it was going to do to this neighborhood, they wouldn't want to come in. Nowhere do you see on the front lawn of a trophy house a Dollar General. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But those optics are so bad. It's like the black eye we got the night before last on ABC and CBS with the police situation.
Well, as far as the zoning commission, so this may be a done deal. There might be nothing left that can be done to stop this. However, I will say this. Maybe the zoning commission can say, okay, you win, you get to come and build on here, but here's the parameters on which you have to build. It can't be the traditional pole building that they put up. It's got to be designed to fit into the neighborhood. So put all these different stipulations on that now makes it more difficult, if you will, to move forward.
There's no. Well, a Dollar General is a Dollar General. There's
I understand, but at least it's not going to. We can make it so it's at least not going to look like the pole building. I mean, I've driven past a Dollar General actually in the state of Virginia. That if you didn't see the sign out front that said Dollar General, you wouldn't realize it was a Dollar General.
That neighborhood was never rezoned for heavy commercial. I mean, they have used creative ways to skirt what was the decision of City Council 10 years ago when an exception was granted for the house on the corner of Judith with, it became a chiropractor's office.
Right.
That's like, it was never zoned for that. What I'm saying, Russ, is once the cancer starts, then the whole street goes.
I understand what you're saying. I'm talking about this one little instance right now.
Yeah. So you can't put lipstick on a pig.
No, you can't.
Okay. I mean, you can, but it's still a pig, all right.
Right. Yes.
But this is what's going on, and as I say, this has to be stopped if people want to save their city and their tax base.
Okay, Frank, I have to run.
Very good.
You have a great one. Stay dry.
I'm staying in.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Frank. Bye-bye.
Hey, got to take a quick break. When we come back, both lines are open. The WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital talk line, 724-438-4593.
Join WMBS on Thursday as we are freezing for the season, helping Toys for Tots wrap up their annual toy drive campaign at the Uniontown Central Firehouse, 84 North Beeson Boulevard in Uniontown, from 4 to 6 p.m. Hi, I'm Josh Krysak. Matt Sapienza and Ron Berry will join me as we broadcast live on Facebook with check-ins on the radio. We hope you stop by and say hello. And if you drop off a donation during the Freezing for the Season broadcast, we will treat you with a fabulous WMBS prize. Our live broadcast is brought to you by The Sandwich Shop and Deli, Valerie Ferris and Ziba the Wonder Therapy Dog, Americon Construction, Sabina and Mike Walters, owners. Bundle up, bring a toy to make Christmas special for a local child, and come see us on Thursday between 4 and 6 p.m. as we are freezing for the season.
Season's greetings from your friends at Economy Furnace Company. Along with our wishes for a blessed Christmas season, we also offer our customers a preferred service plan, providing complete peace of mind with repair and maintenance coverage for one affordable monthly fee. No additional costs or surprise charges. Economy Furnace's preferred service plan ensures systems run efficiently year-round while protecting against unexpected repair expenses. Economy Furnace Company customers can enjoy easy financing options for up to 15 years with low monthly payments designed to fit any budget. Qualified buyers enjoy 0% interest, making it easier than ever to upgrade or replace equipment without financial strain. No hidden fees, no upfront costs, and fast approval. Economy Furnace Company partners with Amana, making comfort and reliability accessible to everyone. The preferred service plan and flexible financing options combine convenience, affordability, and trusted service. Call Economy Furnace, 724-438-4575. Merry Christmas!
For economy, price, and quality service, call Economy Furnace.
Happy holidays from Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Enjoy 30 to 70% off retail prices. We have the best toys for Christmas, from Lego to household items and tools. Perfect for those hard to buy for individuals. Uniontown Liquidation Outlet inside the Uniontown Mall. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
It's a new day at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital, and we're bringing a new level of quality healthcare to our community. From primary care to specialty services, our team has always put patients first. And now, thanks to our merger with WVU Medicine, our commitment to patient-centered care has grown even stronger. With new resources, a growing staff, and advanced technology, our team is here to provide you with top-quality care when it matters most. Discover the new Uniontown Hospital and see how we've grown.
Having Hickson Boss Drugstore in Uniontown means reliability, quality, and service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller gladly answer healthcare questions and take care of your prescription needs. This is flu season. Call Hickson Boss at 724-437-2828 and ask about flu shot availability and other vaccines. Free prescription delivery, mail-out service, and dependable courteous service are Hickson Boss' way of doing business. Hickson Boss Drugstore, 304 Morgantown Street. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday till 3, closed Sunday.
Experiencing symptoms of COPD? Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale has been selected to conduct a clinical research study, and participants are needed. All study-related care will be provided at no cost, and no health insurance is required. Compensation up to $2,200 for qualified participants for time and travel. To learn more, call Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281. That's Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation today, 724-438-4593.
Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hi, Russ. Tony.
Hi, Tony.
I have a question, but I know you won't have the answer, and maybe no one else. I see that the protesters are back out in full force, especially up in Oregon. But what I don't understand is all of these people came here and were promised everything, and now they're turning against us. And there isn't, I mean, how do you stop this? They need to get these people out of this country. especially right now with Christmas. They hate Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing everything they can. I'll tell you this. I will always have Christmas in my home and in my heart. I don't need any of these people around. I just don't understand why they came here. And they were getting away from oppression in their countries. What? Then they come here and they do everything to fight against the American people. The Democrats promised them everything.
Mm-hmm.
Free this, free that. I just don't understand the reasoning with this.
I don't know. I don't understand it either, Tony. I mean, you know, we're a welcoming country. We welcome all religions, all races.
Sure.
You know, everything. But somehow in that whole mix, it's been lost that if you come here, you can have your own traditions, but you have to leave your way of life behind and adapt to the way of life in this country.
And they're not.
And that's gone by the wayside.
Yeah.
You know, you mentioned out west there. I don't remember the city, but a city out in Oregon. You know, they're lighting their Christmas tree, but they refuse to call it a Christmas tree. They go out of their way to not say Christmas.
Right. That's Portland.
You know, the Christmas tree has its roots in Christian symbolism. So how do you not call it a Christmas tree? I don't, you know? So I don't understand. And now you have a Muslim mayor in a small town in Minneapolis, female, that says her police do not and have not and will not help ICE agents. You know, let's forget the fact that if she was back in her country of Somalia, she would not be in a position of government anyway.
Right. Right.
You know? Yeah, I just don't understand.
Well, the shame of it is, too, we have a president who has to step in to fight crime. And, of course, that's against all Democrats. Oh, my, how could you do that? They're illegal. We need them here.
Mm-hmm.
They want them here because they think they're going to get the vote, and they very well might. But why would the president have to do that? You have governors. What are they doing? They're shutting out ICE. They're protesting. Why?
Yeah.
Do you not want peace in your country? It's amazing to me. In all my years, I swear I never thought this country would come to this. And I will do everything I can to continue the way I live. And I just wish they could just get these people and send them back and let them see what they left behind.
Yeah.
So, anyways, Russ, thank you.
Yeah,
and if
Tony.
I don't get to talk to you, Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Well, thank you, and I hope we do get the chance to chat again in the next few weeks. But yes, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you and your family as well.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Tony.
I'll talk to you hopefully soon.
Yep, sounds great,
Okay.
Tony. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
724-438-4593. Both lines are open, so give me a buzz. So, Portland. I couldn't remember the name of the city, but Tony just said Portland. Their light up night, or whatever they refer to it out there, refused to acknowledge a Christmas tree. You know, it's a pine tree. It's got lights on it. There's Christian symbolism to it. That's where the Christmas tree came from, the notion of it. And yet you don't. Why is it that Christianity is being demonized in this country. We can, people can down talk it and say, oh, it's this and it's that, and badmouth Christianity, but when you try and say something about Islam, oh no, you can't do that. That's somebody's religion. You can't talk about bad about. Well, guess what? Christianity's my religion. Christianity is the majority of the religion in this country. So I just I don't understand. And look, the United States is going to survive. In what form, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that America has a aha moment and realizes that the path that some are taking is the wrong path. There's still time to turn around off of that path and onto the correct one, the one that's got, the American values that made this country so great in the first place, that made this country the place that millions around the world want to come to legally. So it's not too late, but there is that fear there. When young adults, young people are not liking capitalism, embracing socialism, just because it's not working for you right now, or just because for whatever reason, I don't understand. They say people shouldn't have as much money as they have. Maybe I have a number of friends that they're well off. How well off they are, I don't know. I don't ask. I just know they are. You can tell things from lifestyles. They're not in the Elon Musk realm. They're not in Warren Buffett's realm, but they're well off. And these people, you would never know the amount of good they do behind the scenes, the amount of money that they donate, because that's not who they are. They go about and they help those less fortunate, whether it's individuals or organizations, without being acknowledged, because they don't want the acknowledgement. They just want to be able to do it and be left alone. Well, if we start taking away from them because they have too much money, well, those organizations are going to hurt. They're not going to get what they want or what they need to do their mission. They're certainly not going to get it from the government unless they, fit a certain box. So, and again, I come back to, they have too much money. Well, define too much money. Define too much money. Okay, we take that money away from them that they have in excess of. how much does that really change anything? I don't envy somebody that's a multimillionaire. I don't. They worked for it. Good for them. They worked hard. They developed something. Whatever. They worked hard. They deserve their rewards. I want to be like them. It's not too late. I know I'm 66, almost 67. It's not too late. I still want to be like them. Still work. Still move forward for that goal. Maybe I don't reach that ultimate goal, but there's goals along the way that certainly can be met. And I think that's been lost on our youth today. A goal is not the ultimate end. There's other goals along the way. You can't go from A to Z without doing the other 24 letters along the way. And I think that's what's been lost. So much he says, in America, you can attain anything. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But not without hard work. And little goals met along the way. How you do that, that's up to you. I'm sure there's many paths, many different goals to get you from A to Z, to get what you ultimately want. And once you get to Z, okay, maybe you want to start again. Maybe you want to continue. What that looks like, well, you get to define that. 724-438-4593. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, you and I together, we're going to close out hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. More phone calls, 724-438-4593.
This custom of Christmas is brought to you by First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, inviting you to Customer Appreciation Day on Friday, December 19th. And remember, they'll close at noon on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve.
Introducing personal loans from First Federal of Greene County. You can access up to $25,000 with no collateral, no application fee, and no closing costs. Plus fixed rate interest, flexible loan terms, and a simple application. This is a personal loan designed for your busy life. Visit ffgc.bank for more information or visit a loan officer in Uniontown or Waynesburg to get started today. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
The customs of Christmas.
Toys for Tots donates toys to children whose parents cannot afford to buy them gifts for Christmas. It's been around since 1947 when it was founded by Marine Reservist Major William L. Hendricks. Hendricks was inspired by his wife Diane when she tried to donate a homemade Raggedy Ann doll to a needy child but could find no organization to do so. At her suggestion, Hendricks gathered a group of local Marine Reservists who coordinated and collected some 5,000 toys. Their efforts were so successful that the following year, Toys for Tots was launched as a national campaign. And as of 2009, the Toys for Tots program and foundation has collected and distributed almost 500 million toys and become a bona fide custom of Christmas.
That Custom of Christmas was brought to you by First Federal of Greene County, inviting you to Customer Appreciation Day on Friday, December 19th, and reminding you they'll close at noon on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Happy holidays from everyone at First Federal of Greene County.
Your mental health is your most valuable asset. With 55 years of experience serving Western Pennsylvania, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services is ready and able to assist you with all of your mental health needs. Offering over 20 specialized treatments, open access, and just-in-time scheduling means that you receive the treatment you need in a time-conscious fashion. Chestnut Ridge Counseling now offers telehealth, mental health urgent care with immediate access to a mental health professional with no appointment necessary. Call 724-437-0729. That's 724-437-0729 for mental health urgent care at Chestnut Ridge Counseling. Outpatient care options include individual, group, and family therapies, mental health and psychiatric evaluations, and medication services. Outpatient care and services are also available for patients under the age of 18, geared towards youth-centric problems and concerns. Take control of your mental health care with Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. Call 724-437-0729 to set up an appointment or speak immediately with a mental health professional.
'Tis the season for Santa and his elves to begin packing up all those Christmas presents for delivery. At Chesler's Fine Furniture, they also offer delivery, and their elves are ready to pack up a sack full of great gifts for all those on your Christmas shopping list, offering fantastic selection and fantastic savings. Lazy Boy recliners starting at just $4.99. 5-piece all-wood dining sets, ideal for holiday entertaining, start at just $5.99. Chesler's offers sofa options perfect for your Christmas morning starting at just $4.99, and chairside tables starting at only $1.49. If you have someone with special needs on your holiday shopping list, lift recliners start at $7.99, and the incredible Joffrin transitional electric fireplace console oak TV stand is just $3.99, creating the perfect fireside setting for your Christmas memories. Credit terms and layaway are available. Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 in Uniontown, where customers send their friends this holiday season and every day throughout the year.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes. It is open conversation. We've got about 4 minutes left in today's show, so plenty of time for you to give me a buzz. So 724-438-4593. Just a reminder, high school basketball tonight, Uniontown at Brownsville. You're going to be able to catch it right here on WMBS and also on the WMBS YouTube channel. Brought to you by, well, I should say the pregame brought to you by Sprawls Insurance Group. That starts at 6:10 this evening with tip-off of the game scheduled for 7. So high school basketball tonight. Okay. So Frank called in and, really painting a gloomy picture for Uniontown and Fayette County. Do you agree? I don't like the fact that potentially a Dollar General is going in next to Ben Franklin Elementary School. There's enough. Hey, Dollar General has the right to do it. The investors that are bringing it, they have a right to do it. I just don't think it's the best for Uniontown. I don't. It does seem those that want to see progress in not just Uniontown but Fayette County, there are obstacles that are so hard to overcome. We'll use this Dollar General. The lawyers for those investors say, we'll bankrupt you in court until we get what we want. Maybe it's maybe I don't know the whole story. I don't. Maybe someplace along the line, some politician messed up when it came to the zoning that opened the door a little bit for this to take place. And it just needed somebody like the current investors to pry that door open the rest of the way. to make it happen. So I don't know who's to blame. And you know what? Pointing fingers at this point in time is pointless. It's a useless waste of energy. Learn from it. Let's move forward so it doesn't happen again. And if it's inevitable, all right, can we do something about the structure itself? Yes, you can put your store in. However, it cannot be the pole building that we typically see associated with Dollar Generals. It's got to be designed to fit more into the neighborhood. I don't know. But I think at this point in time it's used as a learning device, and you move forward to hopefully prevent something like this happening again. So, but your thoughts. Is this just a continuing cycle or a continuation of things going in the wrong direction in Fayette County? And will this countywide vision process, is it going to help? I hope it does. I certainly hope it does. Hey, I'm done for today, though. WMBS Uniontown, 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Cammie McCormick. The Federal Reserve has reduced its key interest rate. Jason Brooks begins our coverage.
Wall Street anticipated the quarter-point cut down to 3.5 to 3.75%, the lowest range in 3 years. But the Fed's updated economic forecast also indicates that the Fed will only cut rates once in 2026 and one more time in 2027. The vote came from a divided voting committee, with Fed Governor Stephen Miron voting for a larger half-point cut for the third straight meeting, while there were 2 votes to pause rates from Chicago Fed President Austin Goolsbee and Kansas City Fed President Jeffrey Schmid.
CBS's Kelly O'Grady.
Essentially, this makes borrowing money just a little bit cheaper. 0.25 percentage point is not that much, I will admit, but something is better than nothing.
A federal judge said today the Trump administration must end its deployment of California National Guard troops in Los Angeles. Tom Hansen has a look at the order.
6 months after they first federalized the California National Guard, defendants, meaning the government, still retain control of approximately 300 guardsmen despite no evidence that execution of federal law is impeded in any way.
Governor Newsom tweeted President Trump diverted the troops from their vital public safety operations and deployed them against the very communities they took an oath to serve. Another federal judge has given the Justice Department the okay to unseal grand jury records in the Jeffrey Epstein investigation. That in the wake of a new law that was just passed requiring the department to release all of its Epstein files. CBS News correspondent Scott McFarland reports this is just the latest approval for those secret documents to be made public.
No one knows how they're going to do this. It's got to be released in a searchable form for the public under this federal law, but it very well could be a drip, piecemeal thing done incrementally over time. There's no reason to believe they throw everything down at the same moment, though that would make it more difficult for the public to search, whether that's something people desire or not.
The Pacific Northwest is bracing for another round of powerful storms, packing a lot of rain. Meteorologist Jessica Birch has been keeping an eye on things.
Within the past 2 days alone, we've seen over 12 inches accumulate all the way up into Washington and a town called Swift Creek. We head all the way down into Cedar, Oregon, 10.4. We've been seeing such impressive rainfall totals, and this exact same storm system not only brings in rain and snow throughout the Cascades across the Rockies, but it also is bringing in some scary winds too.
Checking the numbers on Wall Street after the Federal Reserve's decision today, stocks are higher. The Dow Jones Industrials up 503 points, and the Nasdaq is higher by nearly 83. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Happy holidays from Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Enjoy 30 to 70% off retail.